What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay, checking in, man. Really wish I'd have brought my cell phone stand with me, but I didn't. So, gotta hold my phone the old-fashioned way, so bear with me. I wanted to make this video. Actually, I wanted to make it last week, but we kind of been on a little getaway. I wouldn't call it a vacation, but we came down to Georgia. We've been down here since Saturday, excuse me. And so, I've just been enjoying time with family and really haven't had a lot of time for YouTube. But today, we were supposed to leave today and go back home, but we overslept because we was in the pool until like 9 o'clock last night, and that kind of took it out of us. So we overslept and just got the room for another day. So we'll leave out tomorrow. So I got a little time to come chop it up with y'all, man. And what I want to talk about specifically is VL, of course. You know what I mean? I want to talk about everything that's been going on with VL in regards to the rate cons and the trust factor between VL and their drivers, and whether or not you should trust VL, or what decision you should make in regards to your future VL. And specifically, I want to address the people that's already here. I'm not really looking to address anybody who's considering coming here, because my stance has not changed in regards to VL being the best leasing situation that you could probably get into right now. I stand firm in that. I mean, yeah, you can't see the rate cons, and it goes, some people would tell you that that's a big trust factor and all these things, but if I'm being honest with you, man, I just don't think it's that big of a deal moving forward for me. And it's not because I'm getting any type of special treatment. It's not because of anything besides the fact that I had to sit down and just do what I should have done so many times before with my decision-making process versus acting impulsively and emotionally, which is I just wrote down all the pros and cons of just my situation. And when I write down all the pros of staying with VL versus all the cons, mean things that I might not necessarily agree with 100%, it's still not even close, man. Like, it's not even close. Like, it just isn't. You know what I mean? Again, I don't want to fall into the trap of comparing my leasing situation. Like, I'm a lease driver leased on to a carrier that's leasing me their truck. I don't want to fall into the trap of comparing my situation to somebody with their own authority, or somebody who financed their truck through a bank or paid for their truck cash. That would just be foolish of me to ever try to compare it. There's no comparison. Their situation is better. Therefore, they can want to see the rate cons. They can want to, have a load board. They can want to request different things that, me, honestly, I'm at the mercy of the carrier I'm choosing to lease with. And that's just what it comes down to. I mean, that's the I guess call it the harsh truth of it. Like, when you, again, I say it all the time, there's levels to this, man. And when you choose to participate on this level of leasing a truck from the same carrier that you're pulling the freight from, these are the things that you're just gonna have to deal with, man. I mean, you go anywhere. I mean, Prime doesn't show rate cons. There are other, from my understanding, other carriers in Chicago who don't show rate cons. And it's just, when you can't sign up for something and reap the benefits of it, and then the minute something is done that you don't agree with, now the whole situation is bad. You can't come somewhere for 6 months, 8 months, a year, and it's all gravy, all good, all everything, and then the one thing suddenly go wrong. Now is the whole, I did that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even trying to talk about nobody else, those subliminals. No, I'm talking about my situation. I did that shit in the past with my trucking career, where I would be in a good situation, whether it was with Swift, whether it was that local job I had with NBI, whether it was OTR with that fleet owner. Like, where I had a good situation, and I would let one situation, once something would change, and I would just let that dictate my decision-making process, and I would walk away from good situations based off of an emotional reaction to one thing that I didn't like. But if I would have sat down and looked at all the pros and all the cons of the situation that I was in, I would have quickly realized, like, yeah, this shit sucked. I don't like this. I don't like that. But God damn it, you know what I mean? I'm making this, I'm doing that, I'm able to do this, I'm able to do that. And that's just what I'm doing with VL, man. Maybe that's foolish of me. Maybe that's, ignorance on my part. But when you've gone through the things that I've gone through in trucking and just in life, it really ain't no other way. I can't go back to being that inconsistent, second guessing myself guy. I gotta stand firm in the decision that I made to lease this truck and to purchase these trucks. Like, I just feel like for my development, that's just what I'm gonna do. And here's the other thing to my fellow money team VL lease drivers that I want to tell you, bro. Like, based upon the research that I've been doing, and when I say research, I mean I'm talking to different dispatchers at VL, I'm talking to different owner-operators at VL, I'm just talking to as many people that are associated with VL as possible, and I'm not going to make all their names public because a lot of them don't want to be publicized, but the senses that I'm getting is the majority don't have a big issue with the rate cons. Yeah, would they like to still receive them? Absolutely. But for the majority, it's not a deal breaker as like they gonna quit and walk away, fuck VL. It's only a small percentage of the masses that feel that way. You understand? The majority who are down talking VL or who having issues with VL don't even drive for the fucking company. Is what I'm getting, you know what I mean? Like, and it's the same group of people that anytime you ever see anything wrong with a leasing company or leasing or just anything regards to anything that ain't what they agree with, it's the same group of people who are there to criticize. And that's not to be disrespectful. That's not to be funny. I don't got no issue with nobody. It's all love. But the truth is the truth. Every time I see somebody have an issue with their leasing situation or their carrier or whatever, it's the same group of people who are there to just hype up the negative energy in regards to this carrier or this situation. And it's just like, man, it's just starting to become a repetitive thing. You know, the same people that were hating on Prime, same people that were hating on Traveloco, same people that were hating on just about any other carrier that has been popular in the last, I say, 3 to 4 to 5 years. It's the same group of people that's just gonna come out of nowhere and just have something bad to say, but they have never driven for these carriers. They just going off of what they hear from the people who have been unsuccessful with these carriers. You know what I mean? So my only thing I'm saying to my fellow VL drivers, man, is be very careful on the outside opinions that you are allowing to sway you in your decision-making process, man. Because, like, at the end of the day, yeah, you can make a move and do whatever you're gonna do, and I wish you much luck, but just make sure that the people that you are taking, and this is an issue that I ran into a lot too, the people that are offering you this advice or this free game or whatever, just make sure they're gonna be around if the shit don't work out, or they're gonna be around if you make a move based off of what they done said, and they still gonna be there to continuously help you. Because a lot of times in trucking, what I've noticed is somebody will come out of nowhere, whether it's in the YouTube comments, Facebook group, wherever, and they'll put a bug in somebody's ear, like, man, you shouldn't be leasing that truck over there. You should be doing this, 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 and this. And somebody will make a decision, and they will move based off of what this person has said. And when that shit don't go exactly how they said go, now they trying to reach back out to this person like, hey, bro, da. Now this person don't want to talk to him no more. They don't want to reach back out to him. And they turn around and start talking about him like, yeah, dumbass tried to do this and tried to do that. Now they can't get it together. And it's just like, if I feel like these type of people are just people who just want you to fail regardless. And they just want to talk about you. They don't want to help you. They just want to talk about you. And I just really want people to be careful of these type of people. They everywhere. They on, like I said, they on YouTube. They on Facebook. They on Instagram. They all over social media. They all in the blogs. They just, like, again, man, you just got to be careful of these type of people. I don't want to get too much into a rant. And I don't want to, you know, make it seem like I feel some type of way, because I really don't. But I just don't want people to fall into that trap. And I've been watching from a distance, and I've been seeing shit, and I've been peeping shit, and it's always the same group of people, man. I just think that shit corny. I think that shit whack. Let niggas get their money how they want to get it. If you don't agree with how they decide to get their money, well, oh well, man, just go in your corner and keep getting whatever money you getting. But don't knock a nigga for trying to get this or do that, because you don't know what niggas trying to do out here. Niggas might not have the same plans as everybody else. Niggas might be trying to just run up a quick bag to get out of trucking. Nobody, like Mob say that shit all the time. Nobody ever talk about getting out of trucking or getting out the truck. Niggas always say the same thing. Get your authority, get your own contracts, get your own lanes, and then that's it. And then, you know what I mean? Like, everybody don't want to do that. Because the other side of that is, okay, yeah, once you do that, you got to maintain that shit. And maintaining that shit sometimes is a bigger headache than just going to a carrier and just allowing the carrier to do all that shit for you. And I think that's the part that a lot of people be missing. The same way you got to understand, some people just want to be company drivers. Some people just want to be leased on. They don't want the headache of having their own situation, having to maintain their own contracts, having to maintain their own trucks, or whatever may have you. Some people just want things to be a specific way, and we have to stop getting in this mood of, oh, he ain't doing it exactly how I'm doing it, so he wrong, or he not doing it the traditional way, so he wrong. I don't agree with that at all, bro. Like, it's just, everybody can't do the same thing. That's just what it boils down to. That's life. You know what I mean? Everybody can't be a boss. Everybody can't be an authority. Everybody can't be a company driver. Everybody can't be a local driver. Everybody can't drive a Peterbilt. Everybody can't have a Detroit 12.7. Everybody can't run DEF. Everybody can't delete their DEF. Everybody can't do everything. That's just what it boils down to. And until we start to truly understand and accept that, we ain't gonna never get nowhere in trucking talking about being unified and this and that. We'll never get there, because everybody gonna be so goddamn worried about what everybody else the fuck is doing that we'll never be able to come together and be on the same side, because everybody is so worried about what the other side is doing. You know what I mean? That shit crazy to me, man. I just want everybody to win. I want everybody to get their money how they choose to get it. You know what I mean? Whether you at VL, Landstar, Mercer, Traveloco, Prime, RST, JB Hunt, Schneider, Lone Mountain, whatever the fuck you decide to do, get your money, man, and be happy with it, man. But we gotta stop letting these group of people who just like to show up to criticize run trucking. We got to, bro, in my opinion, man. But that's what I got to say. Some people might take that a certain type of way. I really don't give a fuck, because I feel like I've given out so much game and I've helped out so many people that I'm allowed to speak on this shit. It ain't like I'm just trying to target nobody or come at nobody and make nobody feel no type of way. Like, no, I'm legit out here trying to help people and put people on. It may not be the best situation in trucking, but I know too many people that then came and changed their whole dynamic. I done had so many people that then hit me like, yo, this shit done changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the way I take care of my family is different. The money I got is different. And now niggas gonna say, oh, it's because it's an inflated market, or this, or it's because of that, or it's because of this. Who cares, bro? As long as niggas is getting a bag, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. Like, tomorrow is not promised. I don't give a fuck what the market gonna do tomorrow. I'm worried about today. You understand me? I'm worried about today. How much money can I make today? I worry about tomorrow when it comes. Let me explain something to you. As a business owner, yeah, a lot of niggas will tell you to look forward to the future and shit like that. 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, and that shit sound good. But a lot of time as a business owner, you put so much energy into maintaining your shit that day or that week, you ain't really got a lot of time and energy to worry about next week. You'll just cross that bridge when it comes. And that's facts. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Whether you got one truck or 150,000 trucks. Just getting through the end of the week sometime takes up all of your energy. You ain't got no time to think about what's going to happen next week. You understand? That's why I tell niggas, save your money, manage your money. That's all you can do. You can't control what nothing going to do. All you can do is save your money, manage your money. Period. The more money you save, the better off you'll be. So, but look, I'm getting all hype and shit. They're gonna tell me I'm mad. I'm really not, but I just feel passionate about this shit, man. But that's all I got. I'm gonna upload this video. I probably do it as a premiere. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, man, get your money. Shout out to the money team, man. Listen, man, at the end of the day, If you got any doubts about your situation, wherever you may have, sit your ass down, write down the pros and write down the cons. If your pros are doubling your cons, sit your ass still, ride out the storm, see how it go. If your cons is outweighing your pros, then make a move, man. Just make sure that the move you make, the next move you make, is your best move. That's all. But don't overthink it, and don't let your emotions get involved, man. Make a strategic business decision, not based off of what this person said, what that person said, or what you think, or what rumors, or whatever. Make a business decision. You understand? Sometimes we get up on this YouTube app and people let their personal opinions sway how they give business advice. And I think that's wrong. That's incorrect. You got to look at the business of trucking, not your personal feelings in trucking. You know what I mean? And like, if you know, that's just how I feel, man. A lot of people out here are making decisions based off of how they feel at that moment in time about that decision. Like, no, man, you got to look at the paperwork. You got to look at the numbers, because the numbers will tell you everything you need to know. The projections will tell you everything you need to know. That's why I can look at my situation with confidence. I got 3 trucks at $4.99 a week. At worst come to worst, to break even, I need to make at least $1.60 a mile a week for each truck to break even, to be able to pay my drivers and pay all my expenses, and as far as, you know what I'm saying, not being upside down. And as far as projections that I'm looking at, people that I'm talking to just off my little bit of business knowledge and their knowledge and shit like that, in no way, shape, form, or fact do I see the market going below $1.60. I just don't see it. And now if it happened, then guess what, man? Sometime in business, shit just failed. That's just how it go. And I start over at that point and reevaluate. But I just don't see it, man. I'm confident in that. But you can't build your confidence off other people's opinions. You can't build your confidence on rumors. You gotta know. You gotta do your own shit and be able to stand on that shit, man. Because if not, you just going whatever way the wind blow. You just going whatever. Anybody can tell you anything. You just jump on that shit. It's like bad gambling. It's like sports betting. Hey man, I think the Suns gonna beat the goddamn Bucks in 5. And then after game 2, you done changed your mind. Oh, I think the Bucks gonna win. Then I think this. I think, you know what I mean? It's just like, man, I don't know, man. I just try not to move the way that I once did, and I see a lot of people trying to move like I once did, and I just don't want them to do that. Because I don't want y'all to go through the headache and the heartache that I went through when I was going through that dark period of my time, being inconsistent and listening to other people who you know, you like to assume everybody has your best interest, but a lot of these people just want you to do what they say just so they can tell other people that you did what they said, so they can feel that much better than everybody else. That's all that shit is. A lot of these niggas just want to be able to come up here and be like, this person, that person, and this person listen to me, so I'm better than y'all. That's all that shit be, bro. I swear on my mama, that's what that shit be. Niggas get so caught up in this power trip of social media and the attention that they get and people listening to them. That shit goes straight to these niggas, Abdullah Oblongata, and these niggas think that they the hottest thing in trucking since fucking APUs, bro. And then these niggas let that shit go to their head, and that shit just, it be over with. You can't tell them nothing. They think they motherfucking trucking gurus. That shit be crazy as fuck to me, man. Crazy as fuck. But I'm gonna get up off here, man, because this lady looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm yelling at my phone. But as always, man, y'all know the vibes, man. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, trucking, man. As always, time is money, so make sure you spending it well. And remember, man, everything that you want in life is on the other side of sacrifice. Remember that, and you be just fine.